Good morning, everyone. How are you? It's Laurie, and I am here to do your uplifting reading all about you. I want to wish any Libras out there a very happy birthday. I hope you have a blessed and beautiful day. And my wish for you will be peace, prosperity, fun, love, comfort, adventure in a very good and positive way. All right, I hope all of your dreams manifest this year. Happy birthday to you. To all of you out there, I hope you are doing well. I hope you're happy, healthy, having some fun. And as I always say, life is an adventure, and I hope you're making the most of it. All right, let's go ahead and see who we are focused on today. Quick thank you to Miss Toby. The last time I'll mention it. It's just because everybody doesn't watch all the same messages. Toby sent me this lovely thank you card, okay? She sent me this beautiful dragonfly. It's in Organite. I did not realize that. She also sent me this beautiful little kitty cat. She sent me this serpentine heart, which she has a matching heart. She has a matching gemstone heart just like that. And she also sent me this mug, and she has one just like it herself. She bought one for herself at the same time. So thank you, Miss Toby. I appreciate you, and I love my community. You guys are awesome. All right, let's go ahead and see what we have here. Who are we focusing on today? Look at this. There's got to be Libras present, which is who this is for, because you've got a tower. Whoop, whoop. There it is. And it's whoop, whoop, mayonnaise, like the food product. All right, so we have the tower here. We're going to leave that there and get your other cards out. But this is what makes you truly unique, what makes you awesome. All right, let's see what we have here. All right, I'm going to cut the deck and take from the top. Let's see what we have here. Spirit saying, yes, this is good. This is good. Okay. And we're going to get a couple of cards over here. Don't always do that, so that's interesting. All right, so what we've got for you, you are able to let things go. See things for what they are. You take your ego out of the situation, okay? You bring down falsehoods. You expose the truth. Oh, I love that. I am hearing that. You're the exposer of the truth. You're not the truth. Well, it would be like a truth bringer, but no, you expose. So you're doing something to bring it out into the open. And whenever that happens, there are unavoidable changes that are going to happen. And this is why you do what you do. I'm getting too that what you actually expose could be history, the truth about history. And I will tell you, I'm getting very strongly right now. Spirit is giving me a message of somebody out there being somebody who finds treasures like sunken ships, explores the Bermuda Triangle, goes deep into the Mariana Trench. But you're bringing something up from real depth, really deep down. Oh, these could be belief systems that have been rooted in history. And you're exposing them for what they really are. So what I'm getting from that is kind of a message of, you know how we watch these TV shows of Vikings or how royalty lived and so on, like Downton Abbey. I've never watched any of these things, okay? Because they are so far from the actual truth. It's not even funny. They only play and take pieces of history and make it out to be like this glamorous thing when it really was not, okay? So you expose that kind of thing. Now, there's nothing wrong with watching Downton Abbey or anything else. It's just a show. It's meant to entertain. Okay, but a lot of people are starting not to understand the difference between reality and make-believe. And that's because we've been living in an age of video games, TV shows that claim to be historical, which aren't, which I am so unbelievably unhappy with the History Channel right now. I just don't even know what to think. I don't know who's running the History Channel, but I sure hope they get it back on track. Yeah, what they're doing is, in my opinion, and that's just my opinion, that channel needs to change and go back to what it actually was, where it really wanted to uncover the reality, not just make something up and tell people that that's what it is so that they can control those people. All right. Yeah, that's what history has done. It's controlled the narrative. So you definitely are the type of person who exposes that type of truth. That's just one way that you do it. But you bring things out into the light. You could be an investigator against insurance companies. Not working for the insurance company, but taking and exposing the insurance companies or other big corporate businesses. Oh my goodness. This is definitely, some of you are like down in the trenches, literally deep down, okay, underwater, or in the like war zone trenches, or political trenches. I mean, you're out there. It's all levels. It's all levels of exposing the truth. Right to the very tippy top. This also carries, I just heard the word espionage. Yeah, kind of like secret agent man or woman. Yeah, you're an exposer of the truth, okay? But you're not the truth bringer. You're not you expose it, somebody else delivers the news. Let's put it that way. So you're not the teller of the truth. You're not you reveal it, but you're not the one that reveals it to the masses. You do this for possibly a company, for an agency, something like that, or even for your own benefit, and then you share that with somebody else who will expose it. News people, documentarians, stuff like that. Is that even a word, documentarians? I may have just made that up. Let's move on to see what you have accomplished or overcome that you should be proud of. The Seven of Cups. Look at this. Fantasies, okay? You know the truth is out there. Oh, yes, I did just hear. Oh, what was that TV show? The truth is out there. Oh, my gosh. Scully. What? Oh, X-Files. Oh, my goodness. Again, see, they were working for the government agency. They were working for an agency. This could be you. But you're exposing the fantasies. You're bringing light. You're bringing it up from, again, water. Bringing it up from the depths. Look at that. 2 images of deep water here. And the light is coming up from the water here. All right, and this tower is going down into it. So you're diving deep into, things that need to be exposed. Expose. I just heard expose. Is that like that may be what you're planning, like an expose. Okay. So this is very good. Something happened to you when you were younger that nobody believed. Nobody bought your story, okay? They were like, oh, no, that's not the way things happen. Oh my gosh, this reminds me so much of my ex when I first got together with him. I would tell him about what had happened in my life, and he's like, Laurie, you got to get out of fantasy land. That kind of stuff just doesn't happen. And then I'm riding in my car one day, and I got my cousin in the back seat, and she goes, hey, Laurie, remember that time this blah, blah, blah happened? I'm like, oh, yeah, I do. And my husband just looked over at me, and he's like, what? Yeah, that kind of thing does happen. So anyways, somebody didn't buy your story. They didn't believe what you said. They called it fantastical, a conspiracy theory. This is what prompted you to go into the field that you are in. Okay. I am getting somebody here, one of you, your story is that you were abducted. Okay. Now, we say back then in the 80s, it was we were abducted by aliens. But now you're exposing that maybe it wasn't actually aliens, but our own whoever, okay? So, but this is what prompted you. The fact that nobody believed you. Nobody listened to you. And I'm actually getting more of, there was something that literally did happen normal, like police pounding on your door in the middle of the night, unexpectedly. Like, you've done nothing wrong, but the police are at your door, banging on your door, breaking down your door. This happens all the time, by the way. And you tell people, about this after the fact. They don't know anything about it, and you're telling them, they're like, yeah, that's baloney. That just doesn't happen in our world. Like the woman whose house was completely destroyed by a SWAT team because they were chasing after a fugitive, and he hid in her house, and she wasn't even home. She was away. She was staying with her daughter, I believe, and they totally destroyed her house and refused to pay for it. Come on, people. Okay, so that sounds like it's fantastical. Well, of course they're going to pay for it. They damaged her home. Nope. The law has been claiming for too long. Something immunity, whatever. So anyways, that type of thing has happened to you in the past. Something happened to you in the past. And it brought you to the point where you says, I'm just going to expose the reality. I'm going to open up people's eyes, but I'm not going to do it out where I get, where people could attack you for doing this. And that's not cowardice. That is protecting your energy. That's protecting your life, okay? Because you know that what you're dealing with could be very dangerous. I said it that way again. All right. But this is the thing that you have overcome, okay? And you've exposed this. You've brought it to light. But you give it to someone else to share, like a news place, somebody else who's going to write a book about it, somebody else who brings it before the courts, okay? Beautiful. All right, let's see what we have here. How you influence the people around you. 10 of Swords. You help people put things to rest. You expose the truth. You take all of their the hardships that they're going through, and you expose them for why they're going through them. Ooh. See, this is karmic completions, it says here on this card. These are the things that you help other people with. Even if you do not directly help them, this is how you are affecting the world, your community, your family, whatever it is. It feels bigger than just your family, but it could be. It could be you bringing to light the history of the family, things that really did happen in the past that nobody wants to talk about, nobody wants to admit. You could be that person in the family exposing the truth. And that makes me very sad that you have to do that. All right, you have a good influence on people because you bring the bitterness, the sadness, the fear, the burdens. You're bringing things to an end. Yes, it may be difficult for them to hear the truth when they hear the truth, but then the healing can begin. So this is like endings that were meant to happen. All right, let's see what a talent or skill is that you have that Spirit would like to shine a light on. The King of Cups. Your heart is extremely huge. You do this from a place of compassion, from a balanced emotional energy. You're cautious in how you bring this stuff forward, okay? You dive into those mysteries of life. You personally, some people may consider you mysterious because you don't talk about what you do. I did just get an image of a military person who can't talk about what they do, okay? I cannot talk about what I do. That's just the way it is. But what you're doing is exposing. You're bringing up the truth. You're bringing things out into the light. But I'm getting here that you are very emotionally balanced. You've dealt with the demons of whatever went on in your past. Okay, the darkness, whatever it was. The disbelief, first of all. See, you were living in the shadows. Like, nobody believed what you were saying. But you found within yourself that strength to be compassionate still, even if no one believes you. Okay? This makes you very much in control of yourself, makes you powerful, makes you less vulnerable to those things that people do and say and the expectations of other people, because you're very grounded emotionally. You're balanced. And this energy actually bring this energy to other people. I mean, you're looking over here at this Ten of Swords. This is why you do what you do, so the pain can end and people can heal, so that people can move on. All right, let's see what you're doing right now that you should never stop doing. Look at this. Releasing, changing, transitioning, bringing it forward, exposing it, okay? Bringing it out into the light of day, acknowledging what it is so that it can be changed. Bring on that metamorphosis. Bring on those changes. Bring on the transitions so that whoever benefits from it can move forward peacefully. They can rise like the phoenix. Put something to rest. Again, I'm getting a family situation here where this disagreement, this fantasy, whatever's been going on within the family can be exposed and dealt with, and the healing can begin. You know, it's so sad how many families are destroyed over things that people think. Just over what people think. It may not even be facts or truth. And fear of exposure. Once something's out in the light of day, and if you bring something out into the light of day, you can't be looked bad on. Yeah, they're going to be mad at you for exposing the truth, but they can't hold it, like hold you responsible for anything. We're leaving that there. All right, let's move on and see what Spirit thinks you need to do to continue to take care of yourself. Six of Wands. Focus on the successes you have and let the failures go. Okay, because there are times where you are not able to successfully find the right person to bring that truth out, or maybe you keep diving looking for that truth, that thing, and you just haven't found it yet. Keep focus on all of the things that you have successfully done. All right, there will always be something positive to look forward to, but focus on your accomplishments. Don't get caught up in that thing that's eluding you, because I do hear there is something that you keep trying to achieve, is what I'm hearing. And it's just eluding you. You can't quite get there. Focus on the positives, your successes. All right. Keep your creativity going. The Two of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. Somebody may be coming in here to your life soon, offering something. It'll feel good. You'll have to make a decision on this. Yeah, this may be a little bit of a difficult decision to make, for the simple fact that you're in a pretty good place and you kind of want to hang on to what you've got. You're wondering if what you're hearing, what's being offered, is long-lasting. Like, I'm hearing some of you may have a love interest pop up into your life, and you're not into that right now because you're so focused on doing something here that you may be like, oh, I like this person. They're interesting. Oh, they're definitely attractive. But I'm not sure I want to change where I'm at, like my day-to-day life to include somebody else in here right now, It's not like you want to leave people out all the time. And Spirit's saying this person might actually just be a temporary fun and energy, okay? When you have the time, they're going to be fine, okay? I think that they're interested, but they're also in a similar boat that you're in. So as long as you both take it easy, take it slow, stay grounded, don't rush, it could work. But see, they're still wearing protective armor. So yeah, take your time. Take your time here. All right, let's get you a spirit animal message, oracle message. This is a beautiful reading. If it's yours, go ahead, tickle tap, boop or zap that like button for me. Claim it in the comments. And I do this channel for Libras because that's the way the algorithm works. If I start adding in other people, other signs in my titles to draw you in, I lose all my views. So I can't do that. So everything's for Libras, but these readings at 9 o'clock can be for absolutely anybody, okay? Especially these uplifting readings, because they focus on a certain type of person, certain trials and tribulations, and Spirit wants to shine a light on everybody out there, not just our lovely Libras, right? Libras are good with sharing the light. All right, let's see what we've got here as a spirit animal for you today. Whoa. Look at this. The butterfly spirit transformation is beautiful. And you got the metamorphosis here. Card 11, a portal, an opening, an opportunity, growth. I just heard being crowned. Oh, there is a crown in here too. And this looks like an elephant for some reason. A specific type of elephant too. I don't know what it is. I only know of African elephants and with the tusks, and elephants without the tusks, but I know there's different species of elephants. All right, so anyways, transformation, change, and it is beautiful. Transformation is beautiful. Bringing the truth forward, exposing it, allowing things that were believed to be true forever to be exposed for what it is. It was just what we believed in the moment because we didn't know, we didn't have any other facts to believe. Joy and the beautiful lightness of being alive and creative in the world is the focus when butterfly spirit flutters before you, as she's doing now. Transformation is inevitable as you grow into your most beautiful, empowered self. Indeed, you will go through some uncomfortable stages as you let go of the forms of your life that no longer fit the new you. I'm being called to tell you this ties into your short daily message that comes out at 5:51 a.m. for the Libras. If this message is resonating with you in this card in particular, that reading is probably for you too. All right, there's the confirmation. All right, go check it out after this. All right, so you will go through some uncomfortable stages as you let go of the forms of your life that no longer fit the new you. Even relationships must go through shifts to match your new emerging self. If you focus on the beauty and not the challenges, focus on your successes, not what is challenging you currently, and you stop taking yourself too seriously and choose to be playful, loving, and joyous, you will soon know the miracle your soul wants to experience through you. Today is a day for joy. So go ahead, rise up. Look around and see the beauty that is everywhere and in everyone, including you. And look, you're standing on a rock here overlooking a vast landscape. It could be clouds, it could be the ocean, it could be absolutely anything and everything. Now, Spirit drew my attention to this line here that says, even relationships must go through shifts to match your new emerging self. And what Spirit wanted to bring up here was that everybody is going through these emergences, these transitions, these metamorphoses. So even if you're not in one currently, you may need to rise up to meet somebody else's transformation. Okay, so keep that in mind. Beautiful message there. I think we're going to leave it there. So have a blessed and beautiful day. Don't forget, tickle, tap, boop, or zap the like button for me. Claim this message in the comments. Show a little love for whoever this is by clicking on that like button, okay? The more likes we get towards this, the more it shows that we respect those that are exposing the truth for us. If this is your message, go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back. And look forward to something coming in here for you. I feel like this could be a good relationship, even if it is only temporary. Take it slow. Enjoy the day-to-day, whatever time you have together, and let it be what it is. Okay? Whether it be a friend, romance, or anything else, just enjoy it in the moment. No worries. I love you guys. I'm wishing you much peace, love, and happiness. Bye-bye.